Dana was on Impulsive yesterday. Impulsive is Logan Paul's podcast, very successful. And the topic of Jake Paul suing people for slander, for defamation, for people saying that he's involved in worked fights, that he's not winning these fights, that there's a deal ahead of time, that he's paying guys off, that guys are taking dives. And Dana just said, man, I find this to be hilarious. Your brother's the biggest trash talker out there. So then when people talk trash about him, he wants to go and sue them. They just have their conversation. But it refreshened the subject in my mind. And I'm telling you, I haven't talked to Jake about this, but I'm telling you, I'm right. I'm right. Jake, watch this. You'll go listen to Chael. He doesn't want to sue you. You think that you're trash talking. You think that you're being playful, and maybe even hurting his feelings, right? That's part of trash talk. It's not always playful. Sometimes you're trying to hurt a guy's feelings. You're trying to take credit. You're trying to reduce all that hard work and risk and effort. People say, I'll go out and fight for it. He actually is doing it, and then you take it from. It's a very mean thing to do. But whatever your intention, whether it's to be funny or whether it's to be mean, one thing I do firmly believe is you don't know that what you're accusing him of is actually a crime. You're not accusing him of being part of fixing a fight. You're accusing him of being a criminal. And it's a very big deal. The same way as he can get together and come after these guys from a legal perspective. These guys, right, not those same ones, but I'm just saying a group could come after him for fixing fights if they truly believed that he was fixing fights. It would cost him his license. It would cost him his reputation. It would be a fortune. I mean, this would be very unprecedented occurrence. I'm just saying it could. And if you want to talk trash about Jake Paul, you're not going to find yourself in a lawsuit. If you would like to put him down and you would like to be mean, he is not going to sue you. You're accusing him of a crime. You're accusing him of state and federal crimes, which means you're accusing all of his partners, all from sponsors to television, everybody involved that has a dollar or hand in these events is now implicated in a crime. And I realize that you don't mean it that way. I'm just bringing this to your attention because there has been a number of people that are very big. And not only have they said Jake is fixing fights, I think they mean it. I mean, you never know. If anybody's on TV, they are performing. There is nobody on TV, with no exception, that includes your local weatherman, that is being himself. Nobody, none, zero. But there are times when you'll have to wonder, okay, is this a moment where he is? Like when Piers Morgan, by example, comes out and says that Jake is fixing fights, and he has proof. He has a video, he slowed it down, here was an opportunity, Mike had his hand cocked, Mike could have knocked him out, Mike decides to not throw the punch, therefore Mike is cooperating, and they had a deal ahead of time. When he does that, I think that Pierce actually believes that. Pierce just doesn't know what he's looking at. He doesn't understand the boxing. Somebody sent it to him, here's video proof. People will generally fall for that. Generally, if you can provide a piece of video to prove something, which of course, Mike having what seems like an opening to you with a hand cocked on a punch that he ends up not throwing, of course, does not equal proof. It just shows something else. There's a pitfall in human thinking. There's 7 deadly pitfalls in human thinking. According to the genius Jacques Vallée, but one of the pitfalls that he offers as an example is that a human being will see something. A con man and a fraudster will be able to prove something while making a claim and getting the audience to believe it means something else. By example, and this is according to the book, I'm giving you Jacques Vallée's actual example. If a guy comes in a room and says, I was abducted by aliens last night, They probed me, and I can prove it. Because they gave me special powers. Hey, see that spoon on the other side of the room? I, from right here, can make that spoon elevate, tie itself in a knot, and return to the table. I'm going to prove to you that aliens abducted me, probed me, and gave me special powers by doing that. And then the guy does it. The guy somehow has an ability from across the room to levitate, tie in a knot, and return a spoon. Just because the guy has that ability to do something that you deem to be exceptional and unexplainable does not mean that he was given that ability from aliens who probed him last night. One unexplainable event does not equal proof of a different unexplainable event. And I just bring that to you that I'm really not convinced that people understand why Jake's doing this. He's really not being a baby. He really does just have his feelings hurt as his skin isn't thick enough. It's a crime. He must defend himself. What would you do if you were being accused of a crime? Would you sit around and hope this doesn't get to the authorities and therefore I won't be prosecuted? Or would you want the world to know you're wrong? And there is a meaningful difference there. Now, I don't know if a Piers Morgan truly believes it. Piers is a performer, and he's a very good performer. But I will tell you, I've fallen for it. Piers presents his case against Jake Paul and the case for Jake taking a dive in a way that it doesn't make me believe Jake did it. It makes me believe that Piers believes it. The greatest salesman in the world, guys, they're not somebody, the greatest con man in the world. They are not somebody that can convince you that a product is amazing. The greats will convince you that they believe that it's amazing. That's all you're judging the entire time. Does this guy mean it? When this guy's selling me this car warranty and he's telling me all the great things and how wonderful it was, does he mean it? Does he truly believe it is better to have this warranty than to not? And that is what will make you decide if you choose to buy. Not your belief, not his ability to convince you. Just his ability to convince you that he believes it. And I share that with you because I think that you'll find that fascinating. And the Jake Paul topic is out there. But I really don't want Jake to take bumps for this. I really don't want Jake to look like a jerk for doing this. He took it as long as he could. He fought it as well as he could. He put his voice out there as many times as he could to let you know, I don't appreciate this. I don't like it. Oh, by the way, it's not true. At some point, he only has so many ways to fight back. And he's really not looking to take your house and your car. He's really not looking to do that. He just wants you to stop calling him a criminal when he has done no such thing. And if you look at it from that perspective and you face the golden rule in life to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, what would you do? I think you start to see that Jake is being a lot more reasonable than some people. Like, this action and this decision is a lot more measured than perhaps if you just read the headline, you'd be led to believe.